Okay. Hello everyone, and welcome to Prodeus! I've heard some interesting things about this game. That it's a very good classic-style first-person shooter. And since I'm finally done with Quake 2 Ground Zero, whoa boy, what a mess that was. Well, more like my gameplay of it. I figured it's time for me to finally move on, and compared to that, this ought to be a cakewalk. Let's begin. Campaign. War between dimensions is at a tipping point. As Prodeus seeks flesh and bone for perfect order, the forces of chaos ravage their mortal plane. The weak cannot escape their fate. The kingdom between. It's time for a new story. Let's go with hard. Nothing too crazy, you know, just a mild amount of hard. Your garden variety hard. Not melting hell hard, just, you know, thorny weeds hard. I don't even know what analogy I'm even going for there. But I guess hard means welcome to a black screen. Okay, there we go. Very nice. It looks like it's trying to be with a modern aesthetic, but it's very pixelated at the same time, which is an interesting combination of the two. Which actually reminds me a bit of Duke 3D more than anything else, except with real-time lighting applied to it. Which I appreciate. Immensely. Very nice. I'm guessing you're supposed to jump up here. Or not. Yeah, or not. I thought there might be a secret one way or the other, but nope. Sprinting. I better keep walking. Running. No, sprinting. Or sitting and bleeding. Which is probably going to be me in 2 seconds. Rest assured. Ooh, the atmosphere is building. I like it. Oh, jeez. Man. Yeah, they're sprites, but the extent to which they rotate is actually pretty impressive. This is actually looking pretty interesting as an aesthetic. Very impressive choice. And it looks both new and old at the same time. How is that even possible? It's actually reminding me of Doom 2016 in a way. Except, you know, a little bit more pixelated. Well, that's nice. What is this, portal? Blue and orange at the same time? What is this madness? What the? Oh, I see. It's taking us between Earth and Hell. Isn't that lovely? Well. Huh. Okay. It's time for me to move forward. Very interesting. To say the least. I guess it's time to jump in there and approach my fate. Oh. Get the rune. That was a rune, that wasn't a portal. Made me think it was a portal, but it wasn't. Oops. I guess I gotta shove it into this. Or it'll just automatically respond to the rune. That works too. Probably do a sprint jump for this. Oh boy. Really? Oh, I see. Checkpoint activated. I see. So I wasn't supposed to be able to get that gun. Very nice. So this is where it really begins. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh, that's not good. I'm already over half dead. I need to focus. Maybe I should just run. It told me to sprint for a reason, I would assume. Okay, good. It's teaching me things. Now I've got a gun. Oh, that's nice. Aiming down the sights, huh? Hello, friend. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. I suppose that does make some sense, doesn't it? I had to make sure that it was still recording. See, now that really reminds me of freaking Doom 2016. I wonder if it was inspired by that. I'm guessing it was. With the time frame it came out in, that can't just be a coincidence. But I should quit bringing that up. Even though, actually, it's probably because they actually had similar aesthetics when you think about it, but it also kind of reminds me of Doom 3, or at least the metal does. But then again, like I said, Doom 2016 had a similar aesthetic with that too. Oh, that was interesting. You know what, maybe I shouldn't use my limited weapon. Maybe I should use my fist for those guys. Not like they're as much of a threat, right? Okay, that's fun. That's fine. Pistol acquired. Another one of the same pistol. Which unfortunately I cannot dual wield. Hey buddy. Just gotta hit and run, baby. Gotta hit and run. Man, the music is even reminding me of Doom 2016. That cannot be a coincidence. I refuse it. I refuse to believe that can be a coincidence. Even the way the corpses disappear and they're by setting themselves on fire. And of course, this reminds me of well, not necessarily the way they look, but the way they act and sound. Even reminds me of the Possessed. Took a little damage there, but whatever. It's not like it matters that much. Of course it will if I die. There you go, buddy. Of course they'll die first. But that's beside the point. Oh. There you go. Maybe I just gotta keep doing alternating over and over again. Don't do it slowly. You just gotta go for broke. Oh, you're a long-range guy. Well, lucky for you, I am too. But I want to be. Oh, that's gonna be great. Oh, you don't have to do a running jump. You just go on the ledge. Isn't that convenient? Yeah, a little bit. Better make sure I'm prepared for this. Okay, I can't crouch at all. Fair enough. Ah, look at that. That is really... I'm sorry. I need to quit bringing this up because it's probably getting old by now, but seriously, that is giving me a huge Doom 2016 vibe right now. Just when I thought that it was giving me one before, it just umps the ante. Just quite a bit. What was a fan? I think I can definitively say that. Damn it. I'm a fan of getting hit, clearly, and being stingy. I shouldn't be that way. If I get stingy with my ammo, then my health is going to be passing me by in a much more serious fashion. Or I can just be more careful, that works too. You know, if I'm more careful, I can easily get by with both. Well, isn't that delightful? I made it through this side. Here you go, buddy. I did it for the sake of the guy behind you. Because I'm not going to be a sitting duck. Ooh, very nice. Shotgun acquired. Interesting. Huh, you can charge this bad boy up. That is amazing. I love it. Like this. I'm just gonna keep punching the air, and if you happen to fill that air, it'll be your own fault. I love using that Simpsons quote. That Simpsons reference. Because it works when you're doing something like this. Huh. I think I have longer range than I thought. I should use it. I should use it more to my advantage. Play keep away. Checkpoint activated. Yes. That means I permanently have a spot that I can go back to. Isn't that nice? Which is good, because I'm probably gonna need it. My goober self is probably gonna die. Very interesting indeed. Look at that. Nice HUD display you got there. It's funny how effective that a display can be in looking sci-fi when you just have some monitors up there and then you have what looks like the inside of the human body. Because let's be real, there are probably two biggest sources of sci-fi. That would be microscopic organisms and undersea life. Because those kind of creatures you don't see every day, so they become more alien to you. Those probably resemble the most of what you expect as aliens. At least that's what it seems to be to me. Because those are untapped regions for most people. Oh great, it's even a cat. It's even got its own khaki demon. Here you go, you jerk. Come on, jerkwad. Let me just charge you up, baby. Very cool. Jeez, this even looks like an arena fight in the making. Here you go, buddy. I didn't have time to charge up for you. Hit scans, man. I say as I'm holding up a hit scan weapon. And it's okay when I do it, because I'm only one person. See, here's the thing about that. If they chip away at you with hit scans, it doesn't matter that they're weak, easy to kill, because they do it long enough, they're gonna wear you down. Because there are many of them and only one of you. That's why it's okay for me to do it, because I'm only one person. It's not me chipping away at them. Well, not really. Not in that kind of sense. Oh. He is capable of shooting fireballs at me. I wasn't quite sure about that. Because it seemed like he was going for a melee strike. Then again, imps do too on Doom, so... maybe I shouldn't use that as an assumption, huh? Well, that's lovely. This guy, on the other hand, is a zombie. Zombies. Holy effing S. I don't know why, but I found that hilarious. Because someone tried to make a Stanley Parable type of thing on Doom 2016 Snap Map, and it had Vegas saying zombies. Holy effing S. I don't know why, but I find that hilarious. Ah, damn it. I didn't know that he was alive, and the smoke covered him completely. The cheap move coming from the guy who just shot you with an explosive barrel. So yeah, I definitely have a right to talk, don't I? Like I said, it's okay when I do it. Let's try to charge up the shot as much as we possibly can, because that is so much cooler. Okay, not gonna lie, I'm loving what I'm seeing so far. It's very aesthetically pleasing. Well, you know, if you're into that. Granted, I do prefer... oh, okay. My bad. I wasn't aware that that was going to be a thing because I was just trying to charge up the shotgun, you know? And then things went wrong. Here you go, buddy. That is amazing. I don't care who you are, that's amazing. Ah, crap. You know, if I actually managed to not miss like a goober, then it would probably be even better. Okay, those do operate on the same ammo, I assume. Yeah, it is just like Doom. Keeps reminding me of Doom more and more each second. Hello, friend. Eh, screw it. What's one shell? Between friends, right? I can spare. I can give you a little bit of a sparing. Ah, it goes up and down. Isn't that lovely? I can spare a shell for my friends. As if I consider that thing my friend. But that's beside the point. Look at that. Very interesting. Darn it. It's probably a waste, but whatever. Rune energy conduit. That's fun. Ooh, very nice. I'm getting another rune. Here you go, buddy. You know there's terror, it's terror time again. They've got you shooting through the night. That's right, I can change it up. Here you go, buddy boy. You like using heavy firepower, huh? You're not the only one, buddy boy. Excellent. Now let's lure the zombies over here. No, that's okay, my brains are right here for the taking. Or my flesh. Whichever one you want to go with. I don't care. My everything is right here. Then again, the zombies that go after your flesh will probably go after your brain too, just because it's a meat source. Although the more violent zombies, they go after all of you. They don't care. They just want meat. Whereas it seems like with the more cartoony zombies, they just want your brains. I guess because you can depict brains without them being bloody. Whereas it would be pretty hard to depict your flesh being eaten without it being bloody. Just saying. Although technically your brain is covered in blood too. But it depends on how it's portrayed. It's probably easier to portray it like that. If that makes any sense? I probably don't even have to do this. I probably have ample ammo for everything, but for some reason I just like doing that. I don't think it's even necessarily about ammo preservation anymore. I just want to do that just to see if I can. So, yeah, I probably shouldn't try to make that jump, especially considering I can just go around. You know, that might make things a little easier, right? That was probably a mistake. Probably one that I'm going to pay for immensely. But in the meantime, let's just have some fun, huh? Bullet ammo large. Now we're talking. That's right. Reload, baby. There we go. Okay. Neato. Smile, you son of a... There you go. That zombie should feel honored. It's not often I would consider him worthy of a very charged shotgun blast. Probably the closest thing he's going to get to being seen as a threat. Alrighty then, where do I go? Where do I come from? Where do I go? Where do I come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Nowhere, huh? That's fine. It probably opened up something somewhere, but it also opened up that, so it got me a little distracted. Well, I'll figure it out eventually. Fortunately, eventually isn't right now. Not seeing any... Oh, there we go. My bad. Sorry about that. Here you go, buddy. Time for a little punching session. Unfortunately, I cannot call myself One Punch Man just yet. It takes a little more than one punch. Then again, against the Lion Man on One Punch Man, he used consecutive normal punches, so technically, he wasn't One Punch Man. It took more than one punch. Auto map acquired. Press T to open the auto map. Very nice. Wow, you just love reminding me of Doom 2016, don't you? Now, I'm not going to complain about that, obviously. I mean, if you want to be inspired, that's just fine with me. I'm not one of those people who say, well, it's just similar. That's bad. Uncreative. No, it's all good. I actually think it's kind of cool. In fact, I just won't shut up about it. Well, because honestly, there's not much else to say about it. Except that it's pretty damn fun. I'm digging it. Oh, okay. It just takes you back there. Not really necessary. Ah, this is what I'm supposed to use. That makes sense, right? Let's look for a button. Uh-oh. Yep. This is where it really shows off its Doom. Jeez. This is probably about as close as you can get. Although, the fact that it's pixelated and uses sprites also gives it a sort of more of a retro charm, in a way. That's not to say I want classic style games to be aesthetically aged. Well, I mean, not aesthetically, but fidelity. It's not that I want them to have low fidelity. It offers its own charm, as does Doom Eternal, actually. Doom Eternal, in some ways, is a better aesthetic because it's more colorful, but it definitely has the edge. No, wait, actually, this is pretty colorful, too. I take that back. This is plenty colorful itself. What the? Oh, okay. I guess they just alternate, don't they? I would imagine. Or not. I have no idea. Okay, they alternate away. What does that do? What the? Okay, now it's going up. Going up. Now it's time for me to kick some ass. Luckily, it's not too hard once I get rid of the long-ranged enemies. They are definitely the priority targets. Then again, that's pretty obvious, isn't it? Yeah, pro tip. Much like shoot at the Cyber Demon until it dies, long-ranged enemies are your priority target. You know, probably pretty obvious. Though, to be fair, in Serious Sam, in some ways the melee enemies are the bigger threat, especially those skeleton enemies, the Cleamers, I think is what they're called. That's probably one of the exceptions, where I would actually want to go after the melee enemies first. It really depends on how aggressive the melee enemies are. Sometimes they're worse. Way worse. Like nightmare-inducing, but that's beside the point. We're not here to talk about Serious Sam right now, we're here to talk about Prodeus, which happens to remind me a hell of a lot of Doom 2016, which I will never get tired of mentioning. Damn it. Getting in the way of my shots, huh? That's a paddle. Getting in the way of my shots with bigger targets behind you, that's a paddle. Being a monster that is in my way, that's a paddling. Throwing fireballs at me? Oh, you better believe that's a paddling. Hello, friend. Goodbye, friend. Well, at least I activated the checkpoint after they were dead. Probably a good spot for that, right? At least they let you choose when you want to activate the checkpoint. Yeah, it was already activated. It's not a case of you can activate it multiple times. I just chose to activate it in a good spot. Look at that. If I didn't already know that was where I came from, I would think you'd have to jump across that to get something. It'd be interesting. Although, I'm guessing these are instant death pits, so probably not. Probably don't want to do that. This, on the other hand, is more forgiving. Way more forgiving. Hello, friend. Now you definitely need a supercharged shotgun blast. This may not be double barrel, but once you charge it up, you can scarcely tell the difference. And that is pretty daggum amazing. What the? Ooh, red key acquired. It's even using colored keys. Well, the comparisons never cease. Uh-oh. Screw this. Alright, mother frickers. See you like this. Yahoo, baby, yahoo! Yahoo! Oh wait, it's woohoo. My bad. I'm misquoting that. Woohoo! Woohoo! Oh boy. Yep, that seems to be my eternal curse. No matter what, it seems like I always notice when something stops exactly on 69, and it tends to happen more often than you may think. Notice how it didn't drop to 70, it didn't drop to 68, it had to drop exactly to 69. I'm beginning to wonder if some games aren't doing this on purpose, just to mess with me. Level finish, Sacrum. Kills 98%, secrets 20%. Difficulty hard. Score 50,499, which is not too shabby. Let's continue. Let's continue down the rabbit hole. Of course, this is just the beginning of the game. It might just become a lot more difficult with time. Ooh, that is cool. Nice. Not gonna lie, I like that. I like the way this works. Now this is giving me a Mario vibe, except the silhouette reminds me of Portal. It's reminding me of a lot of things, don't worry about it. But mostly Doom 2016, which is always a good thing. You can tell it's getting its inspiration from a number of sources. Very interesting weapons, too. You can tell that they definitely got a lot of bits on them. They look like they've got little cranes on the top of them, now that I'm looking at it. It's actually kind of funny to look at. What the hell? I've been here before. Unless this just happens to look the same. I hope I'm not reverting. if it starts looking the same too long, I'm going to have to assume that I accidentally went back to a previous level. I think I did. I'm beginning to think that maybe I made a mistake here. But I don't know, I don't understand. Why would that be a thing? Would it just be parts of levels that are selectable? Because I'm pretty sure I made it farther. I mean, yeah, this wasn't at the beginning of a level, this was in the middle of a level. I don't understand this. Something's not right here. Let me go back to the campaign. I think I may have made a grievous error. Oh, I see. Now I get it. That was just taking me back there. My bad. Orange means new one. I made a big mistake. For some reason I thought that that you were starting off at the last one you beat, and that you had to physically move yourself. Clearly it was the opposite. It already had me at the next one, and I stupidly went back. Sorry about that. Scientists built a special chamber to amplify the energy emanating from the runes. Research! It's time to do your research! Maybe. Oh, I see. Yep, it definitely started me off on this. This was the ending of the last level. Now I know I'm in the right spot. Probably. Pretty cool stuff here. Oh, sometimes there can be floor switches as well. Ouch. Big jerk. A jerkwad. Of course, that looks like a new enemy as well. Like a freaking pinky. Okay, good thing they're just melee only, so that makes it a little bit more manageable. They're basically just tougher zombies when you think about it. But nothing I cannot handle. Who says I can't handle it? It's a nasty rumor, and I will not stand for it. Oh, jeez. Well, I'm not gonna handle him for much longer if I keep being a goober. I know being a goofy goober is charming in its own way. But if I act like a goober for too long, I'm gonna die. Actually, I think goober peas means baked beans, which is kind of funny. It just brings a whole new layer to that joke, doesn't it? Or at least in my head it does. I'm trying to think I'm more complicated than I actually am. Which is delightful, isn't it? I see we've got more portals here. What the? Okay, that's a dead end. That was delightful. Wait, what the? Ah! Okay. I don't know if that was like a secret or something, but it's interesting to say the least. Though it's sicking enemies on me, so maybe it wasn't the best thing. Who knows? Who really knows anymore? Only unfortunate thing is that this is a checkpoint-based system, which means I can't stop playing until I get to the next checkpoint. When I do, that'll be the end. Because I've only got a minute and a half. I'll be lucky if I make it to the checkpoint before time is up. But that's a me problem right there. Everything's all good. Huh. It's weird. Once I got those armor shards, for some reason it just activated everything. Not really sure why that is. Oh well. This is probably the way forward anyway. Due to change weapons. It's very interesting. It even has, well, I don't want to say weapon wheel, it's more like a weapon grid. That almost reminds me of the Outer Worlds' menu. Sorry, I know some people, you know who you are, really don't like it when I compare things to other things, but what else am I supposed to go on? I'm just supposed to say, well, that's an interesting thing I've never seen before in a game ever? Anyway, fortunately I'm all out of time, and I just found a checkpoint. That's gonna have to be it for now. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. Make sure to spread this video around like all the Doom 2016 vibes, and I will see you next time. Now go out there and capitalize on life. I'm definitely loving all the pixelated goodness, and I hope you are too. Peace out, have a good one, and have a nice and pleasant day.
If you enjoyed the content and want to stay up to date, I upload 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day. You can also subscribe and hit the bell icon, or just check out the end screens right here.